What's good, Primos? Welcome to another episode of Kick La Familia with your favorite Primo, Coach Fernz. And today we got one of my favorite Primos in the building, my brother TC. How you feeling?
Doing good, man. How you doing today?
I'm good, man. Let the Primos know where you from and how you feel about sneaker culture where you currently are.
All right, Primos. My name is Terrence, but you can call me TC. I'm from Brooklyn, and I love sneaker culture because I love what sneaker culture represents. I love the individuality of sneaker culture. I love how you can make something your own, and I just love rocking things because you like it. Like whether or not it's hype or not, like if you like it, wear it. And if you got it, wear it. Don't keep nothing in the closet for 8 years just to let it
Hey.
deteriorate.
I feel like
Wear the
feel like you getting
kicks.
personal, man. I feel like you getting personal with me, man. I got a bunch of kicks I ain't never worn, man.
Oh, nah, yeah, now you gotta wear them.
Well, you know what's crazy? I only see deteriorating Nikes. I'll never see nobody's Adidas deteriorate. I never see nobody say my Pumas is messed up from years ago. I only see J's and Air Max when I see that. Have you ever seen other sneakers that deteriorate outside of
Nope.
Nike? That's what
That's
I just
it's a very
I,
valid point.
I got a lot more sneakers than Nike. So like all my other sneakers, all my Adidas from like a decade ago, still solid, man. So
Yeah.
I ain't saying nothing about J's. I love J's and I love Air Maxes to a degree, but them be the only joints that when you take them out the closet, them joints start turning into dust, man. I don't. I'm just saying. So when we talk collections, we got four tiers, right? We got the first tier, that's the Primos, that's like just getting started. That's the 1 to 20. Then we got the second tier with the Primos that been building their collection. That's like the 20 to 50. Then we got the Primos that been in the game for a minute. That's the 50 to 100. And then we got the Primos that's like don't ask. That's the 100 plus. Which one you falling into?
I'm falling to that second tier.
Okay, okay, okay. Building your collection.
Building my collection, and I feel like because here's my view on it, right? We
Yeah.
only got 2 feet,
Right.
right?
Right.
And I'm not gonna buy kicks just to have them sit there and wait for
Personal
the
shopper.
perfect moment to wear it. Okay.
That's fair. That's fair. I
You know,
mean, yeah,
and I tell people this, right? Like that, let's say $200 is the figure, right? That
mhm,
$200 of me just buying a pair of kicks just to have it sit there, I can invest that $200 into the stock market. I can invest that
yeah,
$200 into my kids. So, like from a business perspective, when it comes to buying sneakers, that's where I'm at. Like I can
right,
always buy whatever sneaker I want, hopefully.
yeah,
Um,
yeah,
right. But
hmm
it's just like, like what's the best business decision for my house?
yeah.
And that's where I am when it comes to buying sneakers at this point because like I went a little crazy like after 30. Um,
Yeah.
once you're a little bit comfortable in life, the
Yeah,
wife is taken care of, kids is taken care of, got a little bit extra disposable income
nice
to
words,
to
nice
throw
words.
around. I was like, all right, cool. And that's when I really started like developing like my version of what sneakers mean to me.
hmm
Like not just buying sneakers because it's only that particular one I can afford. It's like I got a little bit of money to throw around. Like, what do I like? Like, what are
Yeah,
the things like whatever I admired for so long, but I just couldn't get it, and now I'm able to. I want to put that a part of my collection. So
yeah.
that's like where I am as a sneaker collector.
No, that's fair. Because for years I was high school era. I mean, I did J's maybe the first year, and after that, I'm like, bro, I just need a black pair and a white pair. And I wasn't trying to spend but so much. So there was just a time period where I was just changing the laces on some uptowns. Whatever color I was rocking, my laces was gonna match that color. And that worked for me. But after I think I got like it may have been I was probably very grown at the time, probably 30, early 30s, late 20s. I seen one pair of Air Maxes, Air Max ones, QS. I want to say the QS trophy pack. And I was like, oh, and it was just something about that sneaker, man, and that just changed everything. Next thing I know, I'm on extra butter, checking for stuff. I'm on sneaker politics, checking for stuff. I'm like, what's happening to me, bro? That joint was it. So let me ask you, what was the sneaker that turned you into a sneakerhead? What was that sneaker like when you copped that? You was like, yo, I got bit by the bug, man.
I didn't cop it.
Mhm.
Actually, no, I did cop it. But like I was really big into ball like growing up. I was decent, I'd make it.
Hey,
And so I
man.
bought a pair of KGs when he was with Nike.
Wow.
I used my summer money, like
Wow.
all my money. I'm like, oh, this season, like the kicks is about to match the talent on the court.
Mm.
Like it's a wrap. Bought the KGs and I bought it. And then like, when you turn it a little bit, like one way it look purple, one way it look a little green,
Wow.
like a little bit. And I'm just
KGs.
like, yo, am I trying to ball in these joints?
You trying to be stylish, bro?
Yo. And from that moment, like I think that's where like sneakers, like I really understood what it is to like really be invested into something
Yeah.
um that that you really appreciate and that you really like. Like for a very long time, Jordan flu game, like that was my
Mm.
dream sneaker.
Yeah.
Like I
Yeah.
like and I mean I remember like what 8, 9 watching that game
Hmm.
and I'm just like, oh man,
Got to get those.
like God gotta like especially after that performance, I'm like, y'all gotta get those.
Yeah.
And it was like for me it was a holy grail. Like
Mm.
it's like either like every time they put out a joint, like either was like out of my price range or never had my size.
Yeah.
Yeah, this year I officially bought like my first pair of Flute Game 12s. Like
Ooh, I'm so. Listen,
like
let's go.
I was just like, bet I'm on it. Like, I'm like, yo, like, whatever, like, I'm getting it. And I got them. And I'm just like, like, and so for me, like, when it comes to kicks, like, two things I place kicks in the category, right? Either something that I really want
Mhm.
or it's something that I don't see a lot of people rocking,
Oh,
right? Because I'm just like, like, it's great. Like, we all got the same kicks, like, whatever, our styles all the same. But I like my kicks to be like a conversation starter.
absolutely.
Like there's this Japanese designer called Takahashi, and him and Nike did a collab a couple of years ago.
Mhm.
And I got that joint. And every time I wear them kicks, people just like, yo, what are those? I've never seen those before. And I'm just like, well, let me tell you about these
Yeah.
sneakers.
That's how you get them, man. That's how
Let me
you
tell
get
you
them.
about this designer who's really fire from Japan, who be creating a lot of heat that we wear, but we don't know, like
Yeah.
because like his name is not like on the thing. But I'm just like, yo, like let me tell you about these kicks. And so like that's why I am when it comes to sneakers. Like I like to wear colors. Like, I love a good black pair,
Yeah.
white pair, but color me, please. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
because I love hats. So I got hats to match for days. Like,
Yeah.
give me some colors and we good.
You mentioned two things, right? And the first thing, let me ask you, when you putting the fit on, are you going sneakers first or clothes first?
I'm
Oh,
going hat and sneakers first.
oh, I love it. I love it. And then everything else will just come.
Everything else, yep.
I love it. I love it. And you, second thing you said was a conversation starter. I noticed that sneakers for me, because I'm super introverted, right? Sneakers for me were always a conversational piece. It was always the way to do the icebreaker. Like, yo, you got some dope kicks on. Yo, I like them joints. Yo, what are those right there? Yo, can you lift up your. And then it's like, yo, you just start a whole conversation. And you really don't know how many people love sneakers
Yeah.
until you say something about sneakers, and then everybody's like,
hmm
"Oh, let me get a,"
Yeah.
So it's like it's one of those things where it draws people in, and
hmm
it's an art conversation that everybody can have. Because even my pops from back in the day, he wasn't what we might consider a sneakerhead now. But when I started talking about diamond turfs that he bought for me or the New Balances of his era, he like, yo, back in the day we had the Lottos and I'm like, oh. So they had their own sneakerhead thing back then, which is even more wild. You start talking about the weapons. Oh,
Yeah.
them baby boomers start going, yo, you can't tell me nothing, bird, and then they start talking about magic. So
Uh-huh.
it's a moment in time where like I love art, and I can talk Basquiat or some of the street artists that we have out there. But when we talk sneakers, it's like everybody can be a part of that conversation to some degree, you know. But with that, let me ask you: do you feel like we use social currency enough within kingdom. And what I mean by that is there's a lot of things that can draw us together: food, sneakers, art, music, stuff like that. Are we capitalizing enough as the kingdom on those type of things to be able to attract people into the kingdom based on your opinion?
I don't think so. And here's why I don't think so. Let's talk about kicks. Let's talk about clothes,
Hmm.
right? We are at a very weird space right now, especially in this country, when it comes to what our government is, especially when it comes to social classes,
Hmm.
right? And so I think in church, one of the biggest things that I've seen in
Hmm.
church, I've been in a church my whole life,
Yeah,
is we never want to offend people. And so we steer away from certain things because in the back of our mind, unconsciously, we're just like, well, what if these people can't be a part of it? Well, what if these people can't be a
yeah,
part of it? And so I'm a little rebel, so what?
yeah,
Like they'll find something that fits their niche or what they like or what they're into. But I think if we just do more of that, I think there'll be more acceptance of people coming into, the kingdom because like we're more open about having certain conversations
yeah,
about certain things. And I think if we focus on having impact
yeah,
versus thinking about what others may say or think or how they may feel, I think we can do more.
yeah. No, you're saying a lot, bro, because like our church does a great job at it. And shout out to Purpose Life Church. They do a great job at fostering certain communities, right? And it was one, the crochet community that they had for a life group. And I'm like, bro, I don't crochet. You know what I'm saying? But I went over there to take photos of them crocheting, and I'm like, yo, they got some dope like y'all should really be selling some of this stuff that y'all have. And then it hit me like, yo, you don't have to be a part of the crocheting to be a part of the crochet community. If you're purchasing something that somebody else has,
You part of the community.
you're part of the community. If you're
That's
taking
it.
pictures, people see it because you took pictures. It's so many ways you can be a part of
Hmm.
stuff without necessarily being a part of
Yeah.
things. And like even for sneakers, I know some people who are like, yo, I don't wear sneakers like that. But I got a homegirl who you just made a connection right there.
That's it. Yep.
So it's so many different ways, man. And you definitely said a lot just now. If you have it, somebody will find their way. And if not, then they can create a way to for somebody else to be
Yep.
found. You know what I'm saying? So it's just so many different areas. Getting back to sneakers though, what do you feel in your definition? What do you feel a sneakerhead is? Like when you hear the term sneakerhead.
I got two definitions in
Okay,
my
okay,
head.
all right, let's do
Um, Somebody with an obnoxious connect collection,
it.
right? Because I feel like there's two facets of a sneakerhead, and then the second sneakerhead is somebody who loves and appreciates the culture,
Right.
right? Because as a kid, I didn't have an obnoxious collection, but I loved and appreciated the culture. Like,
Yeah.
and I may be dating myself a little bit, but growing up, the Reebok commercial with Allen Iverson,
Oh.
right?
Ooh.
Like,
Ooh.
that's I was like, yo, I need a pair of those in white and red. Like
Yeah.
school, it was getting ready for the school. I said, yo, ma, like those are the ones.
Yeah. Yeah.
Those are the ones. Like
Yeah.
got those joints, right? Like, so like, it's appreciating the art form
Right.
of sneakers and how sneakers has been used in culture so much. Like to the point of just like look at how sneakers had transformed the
Hmm.
NBA, right?
Yeah.
Look at how there was a Netflix show about this guy looking for this one particular sneaker that
Yeah.
was on Netflix a couple years ago that came out, right? Um, Sneaker magazines,
Yeah.
right? Sneaker blogs, sneaker podcasts,
Hmm.
right? The appreciation of the culture and of the art form of sneakers can classify you as a sneakerhead.
Yeah. That's true. I took a program with FIT and Complex for sneakers, and I didn't know how deep the roots were until I took it. Like I had no intentions of going back to school. You know what I'm saying? No intentions. I went to Baruch. got my, got my degree. I was straight,
Facts. One
business,
and done.
marketing,
That's it.
one and done,
Uh-huh.
bro. I don't
That's
want all them
it.
years, man. And then for some reason, God compelled me to go and be a part of this program some years back before, going to school online was a hip thing to do.
Yeah.
And I was listening to some of these connoisseurs on sneakers. Like they can tell you every drop that happened for a particular sneaker, what it's built out of. These are vulcanized versus these are welded. These are, and I'm like, golly, man. It's like some people are just see. I like to collect, but some people know the historicity of it. You know what I'm saying? They know what the designer did when he was younger, why he became that. He's an engineer versus him being a designer. So it's just like so deep history in it, man. And I'm like, yo, there's so many layers and levels to being
Yeah.
appreciative of sneaker culture, man. That is so wild, man. It's super, super wild, man. Sneakers are a large part of why we're here, but you got some pretty dope things going on, man. So do you got anything you want to share with the family, my brother?
Oh man, 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 man. All right. So like I'm a multifaceted creative, right?
Okay.
I feel like there's more to us than just the one thing that we're really, really good at. And
Mhm.
so I tell people always lean in and figure out what you're good at. So music has always been a part of my life, the things that I do. And so right now I have been leaning in for like the better part of a couple years in artist management.
Okay.
So currently managing several of your possibly favorite Christian artists. And so I've been really just leaning into that, doing that, having a lot of fun. A lot of work. It's a lot of
Hmm.
work, but it's still like involves the things you love. Like, and you can always evolve into the things you love. Like, so we're talking about sneakers. If you listen to this podcast and you really love sneakers and you want to figure out how to design sneakers, figure out how you can go ahead and you can do that.
Yeah.
There's a lane for you there. Like, oh,
Yeah.
you really like talking to people and you like presenting things, then you're really good for marketing.
Yeah.
Figure out how you can go and get into the industry and market, for Nike, Reebok, Adidas, whoever the brand is. Like there's always ways that you can take one thing that you love and find the lane of it that best fits who you are as an individual.
Yeah. 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 And that's dope. How do you feel about Christian music and the glow up that it's had, especially rap, bro? Because it was painful for some years. Everything was a Holy Ghost party. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't knocking it, but I was like, bruh, we got to do something. So the music I'm hearing now, like back in the day, for me, you had the Triplies, um, you had, well, we at the time we had Lecrae, and some other people, but now the Miles Minnick's, a couple other cats. It feels more exciting to listen to. You know what I mean? How do you feel about the glow up?
Oh man. All right. So
Uh oh.
for
Uh oh. Uh oh.
Christian rap has been weird to me. Oh man, I might offend some people. Oh my God.
Hey man, it is what it is, man.
And I just feel like, and I don't think it's any shade to the artist.
Mhm.
I just feel like the artist thought they can only be a rapper,
Mhm.
and because they're Christian, only do Christian rap,
Okay.
right? And so, one of the things that I've learned in this industry over the years, especially for creatives, it's never um either or,
Mhm.
right? It's always there's an opportunity to take what you do
Mhm.
and put it in any market. You just have to be comfortable with yourself, know
Mhm.
your values, know your integrity, and you can put out what you do without having to label it as Christian rap, right? And case in point, right? I worked in finance for a very long time. Um, Christian, professed my faith, all the things. But I was never the Christian finance guy.
Yeah.
I was Terrence, the banker, like
Right.
Terrence, the guy who can help me with my finances and figure out what I want to do for my business, whatever have you, right? And I think, in church, we like to just put the Christian label on it real
Mhm.
quick because it's something that we're doing, like because we are Christian, but I don't think we need to do that. There's no like Christian interior designers.
Yeah.
Like it's just I'm an interior designer, but I love the Lord and I that is my faith and I am a Christian.
Yeah. Is that does that you know our people? When I say our people, I'm referring to the church family. Right? There's that guy who they may have not known at the Grammys, but when he goes up there and says, "I want to thank my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ," that's automatically our favorite artist. Right? If you if you're a Christian, you got the older is you know what I'm saying? So now once you hear that, it's like, oh, I like that guy. No matter what, no matter if you didn't know his music before or whatever. So
No
let
matter
me
what the
ask,
content of the music is.
right. So is it when we put that label on it, yes, we may be excluding ourselves from a large demographic, but are we now including a large demographic to what we're doing, especially for somebody that's just now coming out? Because sometimes those platforms aren't in churches, of course, aren't open to us without that label. You know what I'm saying? Like if I want to go to the churches and I'm in the R&B section, do I still get that invite? Do I still get that call?
Can, can
And
I
as a
can
pastor, can you still call me? You know what I'm saying?
can I say
Oh,
something like
please. It's a conversation. Talk to me.
as somebody who's done event promotion for many years,
Hmm.
who's doing artist management, yo, respectfully bump the church. Like, yo, like I tell artists all the time, like create your own lane. Like, yo, like, and I'm you could quote me on this. I was one of the very first people in New York City doing Christian events in clubs in New York City.
Hmm.
Nobody was doing that like before I was doing that,
Right.
right? And so I'm just like, yo, like if churches are not gonna, if churches feel like particular artists at that time, which is why I transitioned into that space, oh, these artists don't have the big enough draw, big enough name, da 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 da, da, or churches want to charge you an arm and a leg just to use their facility. It's just like, you know what? I know the dude at the club. Let me hit him up. He'll probably
Right.
like do a little door split with me, 70-30, make sure he gets 100% of the food
Hmm.
costs, whatever, and we have a great time.
Right.
And that's again the business side of it. And I think sometimes up and coming artists fail to recognize the value and weight that they hold with the art that they have that God has
Hmm.
given them, and they feel like they have to beg people to pay attention to what they're doing rather than just creating their own lane.
Yeah. Yeah. It is.
Like
Yeah. I hear what you're saying.
and I tell art like when I consult artists that are like, well, how do I do this? How do I do it? I'm like, yo, listen, if you got 30 people that are down with you, ride or die, and you know that they will buy a $10 ticket to your joint, find a small little coffee shop, do a show for those 30 people,
Right.
right? And you do the right things, you get a little content, post some photos, whatever. There's gonna be FOMO, so the next one you do, another set of 30 people gonna come out,
Right.
right? And you just create your own lane as Christians. Like as Christians, we don't have to, regulate ourselves always to being in the church. Like I love the church. Like,
Right.
we are the church.
Hmm.
And so because we are the church, we have the ability and the availability
Right.
to take what God has given us and put it anywhere.
Yeah. 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 So let me ask you, when you say bump the church, is that the people or is that going to the buildings?
That's going to the buildings. Like
Okay.
that's
Okay.
that's
Got you. Got you. Got you.
that's using the buildings, like, because obviously like when you have a gift, oh, I gotta be in church. It don't have to be in church.
Yeah.
Like, I've worked with some really significant artists and we've gotten them into clubs in New York and people have walked in and just like, yo, like I would have never heard this if I wasn't walking down the street today.
Right. Yeah.
Right. And that says a lot. And then from there, it's just like, all right, cool. Like, well, they start asking questions. They're curious. Yo, what is this? Like, whatever,
Yeah.
whatever. And then that's when you start with the, I know a man. My
Yeah.
God. Right.
You know they're gonna listen. You know after today they're gonna call you Norman.
You know what? It's crazy. One of my business partners, he's just like, yo, bro, you the Norman of the group. And I'm just
uh,
like, you know what? I'll
not right
take
now.
that.
Maybe later. I don't know. If now is a good time.
I yo, and you just gotta like be confident in who
Yeah.
you are and what you do.
Yeah.
Right. And
Absolutely.
so like I'm at a point in my life where just like I'm confident who I am and what I do, what I'm called to do.
Hmm.
right? As long as I'm like always being integral, always being respectful, and just always doing things on the up and up and doing it the right way, like you can be who God has called you to be. And you know what? I've learned along these years, like
Hmm.
it's for some people, it's
Yeah,
not for some people.
yeah,
That's fine with me. Like, like and that is what it is. But you know what? The people that it is for, they was like, yo, you know what? I need somebody like you in my corner because I can't do this by myself. I'm afraid to ask for certain things or do certain things. Can you help me? I got you. What do you need?
yeah.
So,
That's fair.
yeah.
It's funny. I was talking to Vernell, and you know Vernell, right? My man. And
Hmm.
and he was, I know he had his group Kingdom Revolution. And he was
Yep.
talking about, they used to be in clubs, and I remember hearing them, and we used to be in the park, I think, back when Dre Rumble probably first started rapping. You know.
Rumble
Yeah, let me see. We was in the, what was we in the village? I want to say this is 2007, 8-ish, maybe 2009-ish, somewhere around that time.
between 8 and 9.
Yeah, 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 yeah. And we
Uh-huh.
was in the village, and I had like a old I had a, what was it, a T-Mobile Dash, I want to say, and I was recording that joint on a T-Mobile Dash. That joint is so blurry, bro. But I had told him like, yo, bro, I got footage of y'all in the park singing, you know what I'm saying, and playing, and I think Daniel was on the drums, I want to say,
Yep.
and
Danny was on the drums. Uh-huh. Yep.
bro, it was
Hmm.
it was it was a time, and the music wasn't it was conscious. It was, you can tell that they love God, but you couldn't quite tell it was Christian music.
And that's And that's
you know,
and then that's the next part of like if we're talking about consumerism,
yeah,
right? There's some Christian artists where you put them in a church and the people is gonna it's just gonna go
yep,
right over their head.
yeah, yeah. It's so interesting. I think one of my favorite Kiara Sheard albums was was it Graceland or No Graceland? I don't remember what the title, but she did the joint in Brooklyn, and she had a song called Kill a Dragon, and that song will probably never be sung by a choir, but it's probably one of my favorite songs from Kiara Sheard all time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like that album, some of those songs are like, you know, flaws, stuff like that. I'm like, ooh,
Hmm.
this is one of them. But that's not the typical song you hear from her.
Right.
And then, you know what I'm saying?
And I think too, like that's I think that's another point too, is just like as we continue this walk with Christ,
Yeah,
it's just like, okay, how much of my life am I going to keep living for other people to
mhm,
make other people feel comfortable? And
yeah,
how much of this walk am I going to walk for Jesus Christ with all that he's given me?
yeah,
Right? Because I'm a PK, right? And there was a lot of
mhm,
things in life that I was doing early on to make my parents feel really comfortable because they the pastors, whatever, don't want nothing blowing back on them. But then I thought about it and I'm just like, well, if I'm doing that, how true and honest am I being to myself?
yeah,
And how true and honest am I being to God when He's putting all these things in me? But I care so much about what other people think that
yeah,
I'm letting that light die within me because I want them to be comfortable.
yeah. You carrying somebody else's light instead of shining one inside yourself. That's back in the day when you used to wear the suspenders and stuff. That's back when.
Well, to be honest about that, like two things on that, right?
Yeah, yeah. Talk to me.
I worked in finance,
Okay.
right? So you really did, you had to figure out a way for the drip to drip, right?
Comfortable medium. I understand.
So one of my another black, guy who I worked with, Martel Francois, um, he I'm just like, yo, brother, like you fly, my guy,
Mm.
like
Right.
and he taught me like he's just like yo like we're the only two black people within this office like there's a certain way that we got to look each and every day and I really got into men's fashion like high men's fashion
Yeah.
and so like I really got into that bow ties suspenders suits
Yeah.
socks like in my sock game still is crazy but it was crazy because when you wore a
Mm.
suit you couldn't wear like no crazy looking
Yeah.
tie, but the sock game, polka dots, all of that,
Yeah.
stripes, all of that. Like
Yeah.
people like, yo, walking in the train, yo, your socks. I'm just like, conversation started.
That's it.
Like and like I try to, because I'm an extrovert, but I'm kind of introverted when I'm like in the zone, right? So if
Right.
I'm on the train listening to music, it don't bother me.
Right.
But if you come up to me and you ask me a question, I answer the question and then start spark a conversation And then, depending on how it goes, like, you feel the situation out. But like it's a great evangelism tool.
Yeah,
So, I try to, you know, be that person that can start that conversation.
yeah. No, no, absolutely, man. Look, I could talk about this stuff for hours, man. But let me take you back a little bit, right?
Okay.
Freshman year, high school,
High school.
high
Okay.
school. Mom takes you shopping. She's like, "Yo, you can get any two pair of sneakers you want, no budget. Spend whatever you want. What two pair of sneakers are you copping?"
I bet because I'm a New York City kid.
Oh, I know what you're gonna say.
Uh-huh. Fresh pair of all white Air Force Ones.
I knew you were gonna say that.
Okay, like
All
that
right.
right there, like that is quintessential
Yes.
first day of school kicks,
Okay.
fresh Air Force Ones, right? And another pair freshman year. When was freshman year of high school? I want to say
That's a tough decision, man.
2003. Yeah. I bet. Might be dating myself a little bit again,
You
right?
already told him with a year, so it don't matter.
I gotta go with a pair of Ken Griffey's.
Ooh. Which one? What color? The royal blues
Um,
or the
nah, nah, nah,
mariner?
nah.
The mariner
The Mariner
green.
colorway,
Ooh.
definitely. Yeah.
With the check in the front.
Uh-huh.
Let's go. I know exactly what you're talking about. So when you said it,
Uh-huh.
I knew what time it was. So since you mentioned ups, I ask everybody this question. For you, what's the most iconic sneaker silhouette all time? I'm gonna give you the four. We
So,
got Chuck Taylors,
uh-huh.
we got Air Force Ones, and Adidas Shell Toes. Which
Most
one?
iconic
All time.
silhouette. I gotta say Air Force Ones, man.
Okay. New York then.
I not only just from New York, like the amount of lawsuits that Nike got against people for
Yeah,
copying that silhouette. Like
yeah,
you got Bait doing
yeah,
that, you got
yeah,
Cool Kai doing that,
yeah.
like you
What?
got
Well,
other
he did the Air Force one or the AJ one?
he
The
did
AJ
so
one.
he did the AJ, but
Uh,
before the AJ
oh,
one,
he had another one.
he had another one.
Ooh.
If my memory serves me correct, if I'm
Okay.
talking about the right, yeah. Like he had another one, and then that's when he switched to the AJ one. Like
Okay. Still got it.
so
And they still sent it to John Geiger. Hey, John Geiger has entered the chat. He was
yo,
one of
and honestly, like the with Cool Kai, like you
them.
know why that was a smart business decision for him? Because at that point when he dropped, this was like right before the pandemic hit, and then as we're going into the pandemic,
Mhm.
everybody and their mama ain't going nowhere, but everybody want to buy sneakers that's coming out,
Yeah. Yeah.
right? So who got time to fight with people that's up the resale value on StockX and Gold for a pair of AJ ones is $500, bro.
Yeah.
What? What? So
Yeah.
he dropped those at a really pivotal time
Yeah.
for our country's economy. Is like, you know what? This is actually really dope. It don't got the
Yeah.
check on it, but it got this, whatever this is. I'm
Yeah.
a cop a pair, and for what, 90, $95?
Oh nah, his joints was way more than that, bro.
I can't
Some of
remember
his
it
joints was going for 300, bro. When they first came out,
when it was
you
reselling.
no. He was selling some of them joints for 300. So at first, some of them was like a buck. It may have been buck 85, like around that. You know, he might have caught a couple in 2019 at that price, but by the time it got 2020, bro, them joints was 150 and higher, easy. And then I seen a couple
Okay, so
pair that
like
was like,
150. Yeah, you're right.
yeah,
150. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah,
150.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
That was
yeah, yeah,
such an interesting
150.
time, bro, because I think I want to say the AJ1 trademark had expired and they were trying to redo it, I believe. So it was just that lapse in time where he caught it. Plus, you had the time where Ami was copying
Hmm.
Kai. So Kai
Yeah.
was mad that he. It was just such
Hmm.
a weird time in sneaker culture, but it was so fun because Ami was
Yeah.
like, "Oh, Kai selling it for 150. All right, I'm gonna do the same colorway. I'm gonna sell it for $99." I'm like, "Oh!" So now you got a copy of the copy,
Yo.
and you got yo. It was a time. It
And
was
I
a
think
time.
that's the part of sneaker culture, like, at least for me, like that's the
Mhm.
fun part.
Yeah,
Like that's the like, oh, what they gonna do next? What they
Yeah,
gonna do? Like what's the homie from the West Coast?
Saya Collective.
Yeah,
He's an animal with it. He's a
bruh.
beast. I love Saya. I got a bunch of them joints. He got a lot of my money.
Bruh, like and even just like the way he's built his business model,
Yeah.
like with the membership, with the card, like all
Hmm.
those things, man. Like, yo, these are the things that they don't talk about enough of. Obviously, because they always want the bigger conglomerates to like be the
Yeah.
thing. But
Hmm.
yo, like he's winning, bro. Like,
Yeah.
and all from the like from just like designing sneakers, well, from no like customizing sneakers.
Yeah.
Things just like, yo, you know what? I can do this. Like, started designing, and now like, yo, he got an empire. Like, and I
Yeah.
think we got to talk about those things, and talk about like people who are doing it the right way and are actually thriving in it.
Yeah.
Um, because that's not easy, bro.
No. No.
Like, and then on top of that, like it's only through his website. He doesn't have any retail support.
Hmm.
Like, bro, like that's
It's bananas, bro. And
yeah.
the thing about it is, I love the fact that he can story tell. He makes clothes to match with the
Oh,
sneakers.
bruh,
Saya is a
he's
different beast.
he's different.
Different,
Like,
bro. And he got NBA players wearing like he was.
mm-hmm.
I remember when he was going trying to do the Kyrie's or trying to partner with
Bruh, I
Kyrie to do
remember
it.
that. Uh-huh.
And he Kyrie went his own way, of course, whatever worked for him most, but that also helped Saya, of course, because now more
Hmm.
people know him, and he still does stuff with Steph Curry. I remember he did Trez sneaker, so he's an animal when it comes to designing, man.
Yeah, nah, 1,000%.
Yeah, he makes you
Thousand
question
percent.
the original. He makes you question where he got his inspiration from. Like, dang, is his joint better?
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like when he
yeah.
redo Yeezys, I'm like,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah,
you know, that vulture is dangerous, man.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, no, I like him, man. He's definitely creative, man. And I think based on what he said, he's gonna start coming off of IG and only go
yeah,
to a Discord. But that's another listen, man. I hope it all works out for him, man. He's
yeah.
always poured into the community. I watch people like
Oh,
houses burn down, and he's like, "Yo, as a community, watch this. I'm gonna create something that y'all can buy, and I'm gonna take the money you give me from that, and then pay
mm-hmm.
this person."
Yep.
Community support, man. And it's not like give me the money. It's here. I have a product that I created. Y'all
Yeah.
buy it, and this money will go to this person
Mm-hmm.
who has cancer or this person whose house is burned down. So it's
Yeah.
like group economics, man, to the highest level.
Yo, that's 1,000% correct.
Yeah, man. Nah, man. Woo. That's some big stuff, man. But let me
Yeah.
ask you, what you think? Which brand you think is making the biggest splash in sneaker culture right now? It's a lot. So we got Saucony doing their thing, New Balance, Reebok is into the chat again. We still got Nike doing their thing. Adidas is with the aid tools working
New
on it.
Balance.
Okay, okay,
And here's
okay.
why, right?
Hmm.
I say this. You literally can see people of all ages, from babies to people in their 80s, wearing New Balance sneakers present day.
Yeah, yeah,
Like my parents, who are not sneakerheads,
yeah.
like they just get the sneakers that look the best to them.
Hmm.
Like my mom was like, "Yeah, I want a pair of New Balance sneakers." I'm
Wow.
like, "Man, what?" All right, cool.
Now that's dope because they used to be back in the day, 2 for 70, Foot Locker with the red tags. They probably think it's still the same price.
And I think, it's just one of those things where it's a very comfortable shoe,
Yes, absolutely.
you know. And I think, you see more and more people buying it for their kids now.
Mhm.
Toddlers, adolescents, teenagers, adults, senior citizens. I'm seeing, like, I was in the airport the other day and I'm like unconsciously watching people's feet and watching
Yeah,
how much people are wearing, like what they got on their feet.
mhm.
And majority, I think, from that was wearing New Balance sneakers.
Yeah. New Balance is that resurgence of New Balance was crazy. You know what I'm saying? New Balance is doing a thing. So talking about that, right? If you had to bring back a sneaker, right? Which sneaker? More so this. If you could design any sneaker, right?
Mhm.
Past, the present, or future, what sneaker would that be? And which designer would you bring on to help you with that?
If I could design a sneaker
Or a sneaker colorway, either way.
or a sneaker colorway. All right. So if I could design a sneaker, oh, that's a really tough question. Let's see.
I
Let
know.
me. Uh,
It's a lot, bro. I asked my homegirl.
I
Go
have a
ahead. You got one?
sneaker.
Okay, talk to me.
So I would say the Air Max pennies,
Okay. Okay.
right? I think that's one of my favorite silhouettes that Penny dropped because it wasn't cumbersome,
Hmm.
but if it's a ball kick, like it gotta look like it fits on the court. Like Foam Posit's great shoe,
Yeah.
but I just always thought Foam Posit doesn't look like it belongs on the court.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like
More
like
stylish.
like right, it's more
Hmm.
right. So the Air Max ones, and you know who I would get to reproduce it
Who's
or
that?
redesign it? I get Pharrell.
You can't go wrong when you choose Pharrell or Virgil. You can't. Like it just it's very rare you can go wrong with those two guys.
Yeah, I would get Pharrell. Um, and I think Pharrell could really like take it because you got like that white open space, on the side panel, and I
Hmm.
feel like Pharrell would just like make it look fire.
All
Like,
type of graffiti, all type of
right. Even like the
yeah.
texture, like when we talking about like materials used, like I think Pharrell could like, really, you know,
Yeah.
do something with that shoe. Like,
That might be an idea, man.
yeah, so that's where I'm at. I think yeah, the penny ones, Air Max penny ones, I think those. I think that's the next pair of kicks I'm gonna
Uh-oh.
get.
Hope your wife don't be mad at me, man. I don't want to start no trouble in the household, man. You now you
I
got a
think
box
that's
on the way
the
to the house.
you know what? Here's the trick. All the guys that's married, if you're gonna buy something for yourself, also buy something for your wife. Don't got to be a pair of kicks, but just something that's coming in the mail at the same exact time.
Let's say get a beef patty cocoa bread or something. Keep it simple, fellas. You know what I'm saying? Look, one or two roses, beef patty cocoa bread. You know what I'm saying? And you solid with your packages in the mail.
Yes, sir.
That's it.
Yes, sir.
So
That's
so let
it.
me ask you. I'm gonna give you some sneakers in their prime. You let me know
Hmm.
which ones you copping. All right.
Okay.
All right. Pennies or Jordans.
Jordans,
Okay. Bo Jacksons or Harachis.
Harachis,
Okay. Diamond Turfs or Griffies.
Griffeys,
I knew you was gonna say Griffies. Yeezys or Jordans.
Jordans.
Okay. AJ ones or Dunks.
Oh, dunks. I have so much pairs of dunks.
Uh-oh.
Like it's like my oldest son, like, he's because he loves basketball, like he understands, like he starts to like understand sneaker culture,
Mhm.
but he's just like, yo, like it's the same sneaker but in different colors. And I'm just like, aha,
Yeah.
yes,
Yes. You're getting it, my
yes,
son.
yes.
Hopefully, you don't get bit by the bug too soon. Because once they get
Uh he's calm with it. Like he'd be
okay.
like, "Yo, I really like this joint." Like, I took him the other day to get some sneakers. I'm like, "Yo, you pick out what you want this time." And he put
Mhm.
that some heat, and I said, "Okay,
Nah,
I see
train
where
up a
you going with
child.
this.
Train up a
Uh-huh.
child.
I
I
see." I was
love
like,
it.
"All right."
My man, that's what I'm talking about. All right. MX ones or MX 95s.
Oh, Air Max 95s.
Okay. White ups or Jordan ones.
The older version of myself is gonna go with AJ ones.
I figured so. All right. So your favorite AJ1 colorway.
All right, it's not a colorway.
Mhm.
So I need to re-get them, but two pair of canvas AJ ones. So I don't know
Mm.
if you remember a couple years ago, this had to be 2018.
Mhm. You said a couple years ago.
Jordan, 7 years ago, 7 years ago, they dropped these canvas
Mhm.
AJ ones, and it's just like made out of like literally they just took canvas and then they just went ahead and they cut out like all the things on it. I had like a
Mhm.
teal, not teal, like a off-white pair
Mhm.
and like a mauve color pair.
Yeah.
I destroyed the off-white pair and then I gave away the paint the paint joints. But I'm just like, yo, if I have to get that back, I'll get it back. But like canvas, it was all canvas sneaker with just the rubber sole.
Those
And
up.
I think that's one of the things that also like gave me the bug. Like I'm just like, oh, see, like I'm looking at it on StockX right now. It's called Decons,
Oh,
Deconstructs. Like,
deconstruct. Okay, yeah, yeah.
yep, and it's all canvas. I'm looking at it StockX right now. They got the paint joint right now. Like,
Oh, Christmas about to be lit for you.
and so like I really enjoy. Again, it wasn't an AJ one that you saw people wearing out at
Yeah,
all.
absolutely.
And people
Yeah,
was like, "Yo, what's those? Like, what's that?" Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And I'm just like, "Yo, they're Jordans?
that's it.
No way!" And I was like, "Yo, like, look."
Nah,
And
that
so,
it's always a
yeah,
good. It's always a good talking point, man. When somebody see them joints in black and they start doing one of the squints, oh yeah,
yeah,
got him,
got the facts.
got him, got him.
You mentioned a sneaker though that was a favorite of mine growing up.
Mhm.
Um, I have one pair of them now, Nike Terminators.
Ooh, I feel like I know what those are. I feel like I've seen those recently.
Nike
Somebody's
Nike
page.
Terminators. Like I had them in the they were really big in the 80s when Patrick Ewing
Oh
was at
yeah,
Georgetown.
these joints is these the ultimate. I'm a dad sneaker. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's on its way to be an AJ1, and then it's on its way to be a dunk at the same time.
Yeah.
This makes me think because I wanted to be so different with my sneakers in high school that in 11th grade, I copped a pair of Ace 83s. And
Okay.
nobody had the Ace 83s at the time. And the colorway I copped was all white, but it had perforations all around the sneaker. And people
Okay.
was like, yo, this was like orthopedic shoes. And I'm like, and I looked at them like, yeah, they do. But
Yo,
nobody got them.
nobody
And
got them.
within a year or two, bro, I seen the world with them joints. Like I
Yeah.
ain't saying I started it, but I had something to do
Right.
with it. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
They
Because my
didn't
school,
last a long time though.
oh no, they didn't. Thank
They
God.
didn't last a long time.
Yeah, it was the front of them was a little old. You know what I'm saying? But they a little
Yeah.
dated. But I appreciated them for what they were at the time. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But Pippins or Barclays?
Oh, that's a tough one. Yo, I'm gonna have to go with Pippins.
Yeah. Do you think his sneakers get enough love? I feel like Pippen don't get enough love for being on the Bulls, and he don't get enough love from the sneaker side.
I think the one pair of up tempos that he dropped, like that gets a lot of love, but I think people forget like that he had other sneakers
Yeah.
as well. Like there's this other joint. Let's see here. It was like okay, I'm looking at it now. It's like white with like the four different bubble coming like in between the Nike signs in the middle, and then like you have two bigger bubbles on the back, and then like two smaller ones on the front.
Hmm.
Like I feel like those were super hard, but
Yeah.
those and then it had like the Aaron script on the on the ankle part.
Hmm.
Like, bro, I feel like those didn't get enough love. Like
Nah,
those were hard.
he don't get enough love, bro. I had Pippins growing up. Like I loved the Pippin sneaker, but it just was something about like even when you put it on, it might have been the Pippin too. I don't remember exactly what the number was, but like there was a sleeve inside to hold your foot together and all that. Like Pippins were dope. It's just they weren't Mikes though.
Yeah,
That's what it was.
that's the thing. Yeah,
That's what it was, man. You ain't Mike though. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah.
it ain't Ralph. So
Right. It's not Ralph though.
so last but not least, Grant Hills or Iverson questions.
Iverson questions.
Okay. All
No, like no doubt about that at all.
right.
Like
Questions
I
is tough.
remember my first year, like I told you like earlier, like the Allen Iverson joint. I saw the joint on the commercial. I said, "Oh, now my that's the one. That's the
Yeah.
one." I had the white one. Wow. I had questions. I had a pair of answers. The answer ones I think were my favorite.
Answers were dope for sure.
Yeah, I
They had the
thought
zip up, right?
they had I you had to either get the zip up one or they had the one that had the with the
Okay.
laces.
Okay.
Yeah. But nah, yo, and the questions are very comfortable basketball kicks.
Yeah, they had the DMX. I think so. I want to say I could be wrong with the technology, but Reeboks to me in the '90s was some of the most comfortable when they dropped
Mm-hmm.
that
Yep.
DMX Hexalite insole, whatever,
Yep.
bro, bro,
Yeah. I had the white and red, and my brother had the black and gold. Like,
bruh,
you can't tell us nothing.
bruh. I'm telling, like, it was so. I never wanted to get rid of those Reeboks, man. When I put those DMX, they was like white and blue, and bro, like nobody was really wearing them like that in my age group that I've seen. But when
Yeah.
I tell you could run, it felt like he was on clouds, man. So before the Adidas Boost and all that, that
Yeah.
Reeboks Hexalite sole. I don't know if they owned the Hexalite sole thing or not, but
Yeah.
they definitely had them DMX sneakers, man. Different, bro. Different, man.
Yeah.
So what do you feel is the most comfortable sneaker you ever owned?
A New Balance 550s.
Oh, those are pretty comfortable. Those are pretty
Yeah, I think
comfortable.
those are extremely comfortable. What else I got? That are really comfortable. Yeah, I think I'm honestly all my New Balance sneakers are mad comfortable.
Yeah, for the
Like
most part. New Balances
can't
did pretty good.
yeah, can't like that's the most comfortable sneaker that I think I got. Like
Yeah.
New Balance sneakers, hands down.
No, New Balance is super comfortable. I think one of my favorite or comfortable sneakers probably Adidas or Swigos.
Okay,
Like those joints. Those more for like soul comfort, outer soul
okay.
comfort. Like when you first put them joints on, you're like, oh, I can walk a little longer in these joints. You know what I'm saying? Like, so now I like them joints right there. Now we talking Mount Rushmore now. If you had to pick four sneakers that go on your Mount Rushmore, what's those four sneakers?
All right. Blue Game 12s,
Okay.
right? I'm gonna go with the navy blue and white 11s.
Ooh. Ooh. Okay.
Um, you got to put the Air Force Ones on there.
Okay. White or black?
White low tops.
All right.
And all right, again, for my
Mhm.
sneaker heads, Pigeon Dunks.
Pigeon Jones. Those are Jeff Staple joints? Okay. Yeah, yeah. That's a sneaker right there.
That's a sneaker,
Sneaker right there.
right?
For sure.
That's a yo. Let me so Dad, if you're listening to this, if you ever see this, I know you still always love me as your son. So there was a time where I want to say like between like senior year of high school and freshman year of college. My pops like did something on I had an eBay account. He wanted to do something, so
Mm,
his card information saved on my eBay account.
God is good.
So guess who went crazy buying mad dunks?
I can guess.
Oh, bro, I think I ran it up. I had like maybe like 15, 16 pairs of dunks.
At what price point?
All different price points. Like, you had to bid on it, do other things. But also at
Oh,
that time, like it's one of those things where like at that, because I'm like, if we're talking like 2004, 2005, 2006, that time, like those were like when the quintessential era of dunks and collaborations. So you
yeah,
had the Heineken dunks,
yeah.
right? You got the reverse Michigan dunks, right? You got the Negro League dunks.
Wow.
There was a collab with Academics. It was blue and gray. Those collab dunks, bro. I had all of them. And so, like, my pops was like, once he found out, like,
Yeah,
Charles House got crazy,
yeah, yeah.
right?
He sent you away. We'll leave it at that for now. Did y'all
And
have a house still
so,
after that? Because after
oh,
that, I want to know what Christmas looked like. You know what I'm saying? Like you had your Christmas, but for everybody else,
so what I had to end up doing, right, was I sold a lot of those pairs, not a lot, all of them, to pay for my tuition. And
I
so like but again, I feel like this is like blessing in disguise, like because you're buying them from people who like really need the bread,
yeah,
right, off of eBay or whatever. But then like when I like was really like looking at these kicks and the value of them, I'm just like, yo, I can make bread.
yeah. It
And
was
so those Heineken dunks pay like maybe like 170 for them.
mm,
I think I sold it for like almost like $600.
golly,
And granted, like somebody was like, yo, you actually could have probably got more for it.
yeah,
But I wasn't trying to have my pops be on top of my head, just like, yo. So like, And so I think, I feel like dunks are still a great shoe, but I feel like that era of dunks, like the early 2000s,
Hmm.
with all those crazy collabs, all these designers just going nuts on them. I feel like that's a part of not just sneaker culture, New York City culture,
Yeah.
we're never gonna see
Hmm.
again and get back. Like being in Soho, walking in the street with your dunks, you
Yeah.
know, just like, yo, that is one of those things. Like, it's just like, yo, bro, like,
Yeah.
it was a time, like getting out of class, going to Soho and just like walking, be like, oh, those are fly, those are fly. Like, that's when
Yeah.
like street fashion was really street fashion.
Yeah. But AJ ones kind of took over. So like they didn't replace the dunk because the dunk is a
Mm,
sneakerhead sneaker. But as
it's not
far
that
as
they
the
didn't take over. AJ ones was for black people and Dunks was white people. And I went to school with a whole bunch of white people, and that's when I got put on to like the power of the Dunks.
you know what's crazy? For me, where I was going to school at, I seen dunks on a lot of people, right?
Okay.
MF Dooms, all that stuff, right?
Uh,
You know what I mean? Like there was a lot of cats I knew who was on the dunk wave because back then you could make your own dunks and stuff like that. I don't
yeah,
remember AJ ones being as popular early 2000s. They weren't. They weren't
yeah.
coming out with the colorways and stuff. So dunks
Nope.
had a whole moment to
Hmm.
shine, right? But once they started with the AJ ones, dunks were just known by sneakerheads. Like
Yeah.
you still have the like now they're making a resurgence within the last 3 4 years. The pandas and stuff like that, people are starting to wear them more. But there was a whole period where it was the people who knew about dunks.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
And I
saying?
misspoke. I said, you said AJ ones, I thought Air Force ones.
Hmm.
So that's my bad.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
Air
yeah.
Force ones was like the black kids
Oh
sneakers,
yeah,
and
yeah,
like the
absolutely.
dunks were like, especially in the early 2000s when I was in high school. But yeah, I think with the AJ ones, the resurgence was after that second retirement.
Yeah, yeah,
And I
yeah,
think after that second retirement, which I think was for 2004, 2004, 2005,
yeah. Hmm.
and after those collaborators with the dunks,
Hmm.
um, like that era ended, like Nike saw the opportunity to like really make the AJ ones like the quintessential
Yeah.
like sneakerhead sneaker.
Yeah, yeah. It doesn't quite have the sneakerhead feel that Dunks did because Dunks,
Yeah,
they were concept storytelling behind some of those things. Like even some of the ones they do now, I think like the strawberry, I don't remember
yeah.
whatever those things are. They got a lot of them coming
Hmm.
back out. And then the lobsters and stuff like that, but
The Doritos.
yeah, oh man, Dunks are my sneaker, man.
Yo, dunks are my
Dunks are my
sneaker,
sneaker, man.
man.
I
Like
forgot
even the
about them
joint they
joints.
did, the Ben and Jerry's.
Oh yeah. Oh
Like that, that's like those are, and when those things come out, those are what I remember about like being falling in love with dunks.
yeah.
Like when those brands were doing those sort of collabs in the
Mhm.
early 2000s, and I'm just like, yo, bro, I got caught those. Like I
Yeah.
don't know how I'm gonna get where the bread can come from, but yeah, I gotta figure out how I'm gonna get these joints. And like I see that now, and I'm just like, yo, like
Yeah.
this is it, man. Like this is it. Like, and
Yeah.
I think sneaker culture, I think they like highlight the kicks that they think people will like,
Yeah.
which obviously is always gonna be J's, right?
Yeah.
But I feel like there's so much other sneakers out there, like in other collabs that Nike does that you just gotta like really like. If you're a real sneakerhead, you paying attention,
Yeah.
right? You like you not just like looking at what's popular, like
Mhm.
talked about Complex. Like Complex is always talking about Jordan drops, amazing. But bro, there's so much other sneakers out there that are
Yeah.
dropping that just like hold so much more weight, like when it comes to like the
Yeah.
conversation aspect of sneaker culture that I feel like we can highlight a little bit more.
Yeah. I had just heard a conversation at Complex Con that they were doing about sneaker of the year. And of course you had a lot of brick by bricks in that
Hmm.
conversation, but you also had some unheard ofs from Adidas side. You had J Tips and Saucony. To me, I think a sneaker that's not talked about enough is the Saucony Glow Constrictors, man. That's probably my sneaker of the year.
Okay.
There's a few other brands as well. They had I want to say they had some Chanel Vans or something like that. Like it was a lot of different sneakers. I was like, oh snap, I didn't even know them joints dropped. some denim Air Max 95s, so with the selvage denim and stuff like that. So there's some fire stuff out there, man.
Yeah, man, like there's some fire stuff. Like, and I think, and I'll say this, right? Wear what you like, buy what you like. Don't be swayed by, how people view you or where you come from. Like, yo, if you're from the hood and you like Adidas Sambas, bro, buy them in every color.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
if that's your joint, get them.
yeah.
Like, don't, because I've learned this, as I'm getting older. Like, don't live the coulda, shoulda, woulda life. Like, I wish I would have done this. I wish I would have done this. Like, yo, my pops was tight about me buying them sneakers, but that's something that I live with no
That's
regrets.
it. If you got $600 back for $175 pair of sneakers, I'm sure your pops was like, you know what, we could work something
Like there's no
out.
like there, it was no regrets because you know what, I saw something I wanted, and like granted I didn't go about the right way in getting it, but I got it.
Yeah,
Right. And again, that's a life lesson right there. Like there's the right way to get things that you want in life.
yeah,
And now that I'm at the age where I can do that, like, you know what? If I see this and I like this, I'm gonna get it.
yeah. Yeah, I can see your son listening to this pod now. Like, oh yeah, I want dad to leave his card out. You know what I'm saying? Like, your son is
Oh,
like,
yo, my youngest figured out how to buy stuff on Amazon on my wife's phone. Like,
prophetic.
bro,
See?
bruh, it's like we getting there now. Like, so, but it's like, but you that again, like it's a life lesson. You teach people like how to do. You want something? Okay, cool. It's the conversation. Like,
Yeah,
you want this? Like, either like yes, we can get it, or you got to work for it. Like, if it's something that is not a necessity, there work needs to be done for it.
right.
And I think that's where we are as adults now when it comes to kicks. Like, I'm never gonna like put myself in a position and purchase a pair of kicks
Hmm.
if I'm not taking care of my house,
Absolutely.
right? And but and being in sneaker culture, you hear
Yeah,
stories
yeah, yeah.
of people spending their lives just to get this joint, and it's just like it's never that deep. Like it's
I don't
it's
know, bro.
never that
Depends on the
deep.
sneaker.
Nah,
He
man,
just promised he'll take care of me, right?
yeah, but he also gives us wisdom. Like,
He'll think about that till later, man. You know, we just what's a foreclosure, man? They can't get rid of me just yet. You know what I mean? We don't even got a mayor. You know what I'm saying? Like what? Tenant court, man. That's a couple months, man. Don't worry, I'll be able to get out of that by
ah,
then. I'm a
man,
squatter. What difference do it make, right? You can sit
that's
there and
so
just. I
jeez.
digress, man. But no, I hear exactly what you're saying. Um, so talking about wins and losses, right? You know, getting things you want. What's a pair of sneakers that you really wanted? Like this is your biggest L. You really wanted them and you wasn't able to cop them.
Honestly, man, I don't know.
Oh, you got if God has blessed you to get everything you wanted, man, that's a blessing.
I feel like it in this like age of life and part of life that I'm in right now. Like, if I want it, I'll go get it. But again, recognizing where you are, like in my early years of being married and having kids, like I knew that wasn't the priority and that wasn't the focus. So
Right,
like I
right, right.
didn't even like tempt myself
Hmm.
to be like, oh man, I wish I could have this. I wish I could do that. It's just like, no, I recognize where I'm at.
Yeah,
And respect it, accept it, and just keep it pushing. So for me, like there's never been like a drop and it's just like, oh my God, like, oh my God, I'm so upset. I'm devastated that I didn't get the sneakers. I'm just like, nope, keep it
yeah.
pushing. Like,
That's it.
be on, that's it, be on the sneakers app, see something, try to get it. Oh, I ain't get it today. All right, whatever, keep it pushing.
That's it.
And live to see another day. Like I don't think I've ever been in a situation like that when it comes to sneakers.
Okay. Hey, that's a good position not to have to be in, man. Trust me. When it comes to sneakers, what's your biggest sneaker flop? That's a sneaker that everybody loved, but you was like, I can't stand that sneaker.
Oh, the pandas,
Oh, the black and white ones?
black and white ones.
You're not the first person I heard say that. Everybody like, yo,
And
get them pandas
if we
out of
can
here.
do that, let's do the royal blue and black AJ ones.
Mm,
Everybody and their mama got it.
mm. Royal blue and black AJ ones. Highs.
The highs. Everybody got it.
Get it out. You like get it out of here.
Get it out, gone.
Fair.
Like somebody bought it for my youngest son, and I'm just like, dag, dag.
Now you got to
But you
see
know, I
them
gotta
joints
say,
every time you go.
yeah. So you know what? Say thank you. Oh, you know what? Biggest flop of sneaker. I think I know it. I was really trying to get the Dior AJ ones.
Hmm.
So
That's the sneaker L.
2019.
That's the sneaker L you talking about? Okay.
Yes. The Dior AJ ones. Not low top though, high top.
Yeah.
But I got both feet, bro. So like when like I didn't hit on it, all right, cool. And then when people are reselling it, oh nah, bro, like $8,000. 8,000 what? I'm like,
How
nah,
much
I'm
were they
good.
selling for originally?
Retail, I think they were selling retail, I think like 399
Oh, that's not too bad.
when they dropped.
Okay.
But see, I saw the vision like, okay, bet I buy these.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna wear these. I'm gonna hold on to these. And then like this is like something that this is an investment.
It is.
You could sell it like what in 4 years, it'll be year 10 since those sneakers came out. They're probably gonna be priced at like 15, $20,000.
Oh yeah. It ain't collector's item unless they re-release them. Then
They're
then
not
everybody's
releasing
stuck.
they're not re-releasing those. I feel like that
Yeah.
was a one time in life thing, like, and I don't think they're ever gonna be. Oh, I got another sneaker, Al. Dang, the
Yo,
more that
I'm
I'm
sitting there
thinking
like
about it,
I knew you was gonna find one.
okay. The Kobe
Grinch?
Grinches. Yep.
Okay. Which one? The reverse or the regular ones?
Not regular.
Okay. Yeah, that's a tough sneaker.
Yeah.
That's a tough sneaker.
It's a very tough sneaker.
And yeah, you
Like,
I can see you now like,
so those are the only two.
okay. Dior and the Grinches.
Yeah, the Dior and the Grinches. Yeah, 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 yeah,
Okay.
yeah. And you know, like it was what 2019 when the Dior ones dropped. It
Hmm.
was what 2022 when the Grinches dropped. So
Hmm.
like time has passed, it's just like out of sight, out of mind. But when I like thank you for like letting me remember it, I'm like, all right, those are the two.
Those are strong too, honestly.
Yeah.
I really love both of them joints. So I got one last question. I need to know a pair of sneakers that you either discarded of, or you gave them away, or you couldn't fit them no more, outgrew them, and you thinking back like, yo, I want them sneakers back. Get time. So I know there's been a few that might have caught a hole or something in the front, and I'm like, golly, I want them joints back.
All right. So I've never purchased it, never owned it.
Hmm.
But there was a pair of Vans CDG with the collab with CDG.
Hmm.
And it's like Vans and like CDG in black written all over the sneaker,
Hmm.
right? Had the opportunity to cop them for like 250 and something happened, missed the opportunity to go pick up, you know, the kicks or whatever. And now I can't seem to find it in my size. And if I do find it in my size, I'm looking at like a $700 price point.
That's it. You can forget
And
it.
I could set it and forget it. Like, and I from time to time, like I'll like look and I'll just see like
Just in case.
StockX,
Hmm.
Goat, whatever. And yeah, so that's that. You know what? I maybe this might set somebody free. Coming into 2024, 2023, I went ham. Like I
Hmm.
bought a lot of kicks in 2023, right? Had just gotten a new job at a company in January of that year. I was like, you know what? Like I'm gonna just, you know, I've been taking care of everybody. I'm gonna start taking care of myself. Well, 2024, we were about to start fasting as a church.
Hmm.
And clear as day, the Holy Spirit was just like, dude, you are not to buy any new sneakers in 2024.
Wow. No, none the whole year.
The whole year, bro.
Okay, God.
Whole year.
I think you
Because I
had
already
something
had the
right.
calendar, I already had the releases of joints that was about to drop. I'm about to cop. Da, 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 da. And the Holy Spirit put that, you know, dropped that in my spirit. And all of 2024, bro, did not buy any kicks, bro.
Wow.
Right. And so, and ironically, for Christmas,
Hmm.
my wife bought me a pair of the Brown 13s with the collab that they did with it's at the tip of my tongue. Um, but whatever. They did a collab. Nike did it.
Hmm.
Jordan did a collab with a brand that dropped Christmas Mocha Brown
Hmm.
13s, right? So that was the kicks that I got at the end of the year. Or was it 2022 going to 2020? No, 2023 going to 2024. I tell people when it comes to the things that we love and that we're passionate about,
Hmm.
especially as Christians, if the Holy Spirit is telling you to pull away from it and focus on Him, that means that at some point in time, we're allowing the thing to become an idol,
Yeah.
right? And so whoever's listening to this, whether it be sneakers, clothes, hats, whatever you're into, always do a check and say, am I allowing this thing to take up more of who I am versus who I'm supposed to be? And
Yeah.
is it getting in the way of the things I need to be focusing on?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I
Absolutely.
just wanted to, drop that as a point because I was about to go crazy in 2024. Like I was ready.
God said not so.
God said, not so. And he didn't say for a month, for a quarter, for half the year. He
Goodness.
says, and what's crazy is I was prepared for my birthday to buy the shattered ones. Like, oh, this is the year I'm about to get myself the shattered ones. That's like the black and that orange, that patent leather, like is mine.
Yeah.
God's just like, nope,
Not a chance.
not
Wow.
a chance.
Wow. Well, listen, you definitely disrupted some sneaker spirits just now. You definitely Philip Mitchell, you know what I'm saying? Some of these people about sneakers just now. But you're absolutely right, man. You definitely want to prioritize life. And listen, I enjoy sneakers, but about 4 or 5 months I haven't bought any, you know. And it's like, hey, God may have just told you that just so you can have enough money to buy a house that comes across you, right? Now he didn't tell you that part. He told you to take the
Yep.
step.
Yep.
Right? And if you obey, you understand at the end of the year, oh snap, I have
hmm
that $12,500 for the down payment.
hmm
You don't follow his step, you have a bunch of sneakers that you got to live in. You know what I'm saying?
Yo,
So,
and I'll be transparent. Like
mm.
that was January. Less than a month later, or about a month later, I got let go from the company I was working for.
He'll prepare you with instructions.
Bruh.
That's all I'm gonna
And
say.
and so I was like, all right. I was like, all right.
No, I
I
can't
was
buy
like,
it.
all
You know what
right.
I'm saying? Like, now was this after the year or this is during the year?
This was like literally he gave me the word January.
Mhm.
February 7th, I got let go from the company I was working for. February 8th, 7th or 8th, I got let go from the company I was working for.
Now it's like, God, you trying to be funny because now you know I can't buy it. It's like you.
But I also think it was a
Wow.
it was a testing period
Yeah.
um for the next.
Yes.
And it was just like, are you gonna honor my word so I can make more for the next?
Yeah. Yeah.
So even if I saw a pair of kicks that was like a steal for $30, I was like, nope. You told
Yeah.
me not to buy no sneakers.
Yeah. Instructions were clear. And you know us,
Yeah,
we like, are they on sale? Yeah, but the biggest sale is not buying them at all.
right. That's that part.
You
Like,
know. Wow.
so and that and so I was like, all right.
Mm.
And it was a great season because I realized there was so much more other things that I can invest, not just my money in,
Yeah.
but invest my time in.
Yeah. Yeah, listen, man, I appreciate it, brother. And I appreciate you, sharing this stuff with us, man, because like I said, we love sneakers and we love the art form and all the culture and stuff like that. But, we as men that have families, wives, children, we gotta prioritize,
Yep.
and not just them, we gotta prioritize God
Yes,
and all
sir.
these things. So and I appreciate it, my brother. Listen, you got some pretty dope things that you share with us, that you have going on. If somebody wanted to follow you or follow some of the things you're doing, how could they follow you?
Follow me at Terrence Charles, TerrenceCharles on all social media platforms. It's the same handle for everything. And everything that I do is in the bio. So just find it there.
My brother, I appreciate you, man, for rocking out with us. Appreciate you for sharing with the family. Appreciate all of y'all for listening to us. Once again, it's the Kick La Familia podcast with your favorite primo, Coach Fernz, my brother TC, and we out.
Yes, sir. Thank you.